Our torchbearers, the top 5 players in the game.
That's hot.
Who are the torchbearers? I'm going to go first off with the guy we just talked about, Boo Carter. I mean, who else, right? I mean, just in the return game alone, Boo's a torchbearer, isn't he?
Yeah, and you really don't even see how much that he does on defense. I know he had the hard hit on the quarterback at one point. That definitely got his attention, the ETSU quarterback. But also, how good was he in coverage? I bet damn good.
Oh, yeah, he was much better than he was last week. It was ETSU, but you're right, much, much better. But he definitely earns a torchbearer. My other torchbearer, Joshua Josephs. He came away with that sack. I think that was a big deal. That sack that stopped any chance of ETSU getting any momentum. I don't think Joshua Josephs is James Pierce, but he did have that sack, and he deflected a pass, so he was good as an edge rusher when he was in the game.
Hey, let me ask you this. Let me get sidetracked based off that point. Who were Tennessee's last 4 games last year?
Ohio State, Georgia.
Ohio State.
Well,
first 4 games.
First 4 games. Okay, you said okay. First 4 games were Chattanooga, NC State, Kent State, and Oklahoma.
Okay. So Oklahoma, you couldn't really dog it. NC State, you couldn't dog it. I believe Syracuse and ETSU, you couldn't dog it. What are the chances that Jackson Moy, that David Sanders Jr., there are a couple of other guys that I'm missing, are being held out for precautionary reasons? In other words, if the Super Bowl was Saturday in Neyland Stadium against ETSU, they're running out there. I don't want to provide insight because I don't get the same injury information that I used to, but I just wonder if it were all on the line, if it were a national championship game, I bet they'd all be out there.
Oh, I think they would too, except for except for Ricky Gibson, who's out for a quote extended period of time. But yes, Jackson Moy, right. David Sanders, they'd be ready to go. So I totally agree with you on that. My other torchbearer, I want to know what your thoughts are on this, Dave, but I think Star Thomas is the best of the running backs. I get the 50-yard run by Bishop, but Star Thomas was the best today with 3 touchdowns, 69 yards on 12 carries. He just looks like he's more experienced as a running back than anybody else.
I totally agree. And I think Peyton Lewis will be better long-term, but I think right now that Star Thomas understands leverage. I think Star Thomas also sees holes. I think he sees small creases. I think he maximizes runs as well as honestly anybody that I've seen this year, and I not just Tennessee, but anybody. I think he turns a 6-yard run into an 8-yard run, an 8-yard run to a 10-yard run. So I agree. I still am higher on Peyton Lewis long term, but right now, and this may hold to be true forever and ever and ever, amen, Star Thomas is your key player.
1,000%. All right. Moving on, the other torchbearer for me, Chris Brazel. I mean, I guess you could do a duo torchbearer of Chris Brazel and Mike Matthews, but Chris Brazel, because Mike Matthews did have that epic catch, but Chris Brazel had 9 catches for 125 yards and 2 touchdowns. I don't remember the last time a receiver had 9 catches in a game for Tennessee. Do you?
I don't. And Chris Brazel looks leaner to me this year.
Like,
not that he was a fat guy, but sometimes you can add muscle and lose a little bit of fat and look quicker. He looks quicker to me. He looks shiftier, and he doesn't look quite as big. There were times last year I wondered, how big are you? And this year I don't have that concern. He looks like a lean, elite receiver, and I think you'll continue to see that.
Totally agree. Next torchbearer is, and the final one for me is Joey Aguilar. He missed a couple of throws, but I just love. I don't remember the last time I saw a Tennessee quarterback have this type of moxie. I mean, you're right. Maybe Casey Clausen is the one, but like I love this moxie by Joey Aguilar. I got to be honest, I love it. And again, 288 yards in the first half, pretty impressive. Joey Aguilar is the top torchbearer.
I agree. I don't think he has the same physical ability as Casey Clausen. I think, though, that Joey Aguilar, like Casey Clausen, will be very, very good on the road. And to me, he reminds me of a stronger-armed Andy Kelly. That came up during the show last week. So I like that comparison a lot. I don't think he's going to make mistakes. Aside from the game at Notre Dame where Andy Kelly threw an interception that cost him the game. But other than that, Andy Kelly didn't cost Tennessee any games. I don't think Joey Aguilar is going to cost Tennessee any games. And if he does, I mean, he's got a lot on him. He's a quarterback. That happens. Every quarterback costs their team a game at some point, but I just don't see that. And I see him rolling into opposing territories and not being overhyped. And that is a Casey Clausen quality, because there were people that said, oh, he's just too cool. He's got marbles in his mouth and all this stuff. But at the end of the day, his willingness to not get shaken, his demeanor was the reason they were able to win big time games on the road. And he's Tennessee's best road quarterback of all time.
Yes. No, I totally agree with you on that fully. And you can see the same from Joey Aguilar.